Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're building an aviary for the Griffin Vulture. What my add-on did was just take the Vulture from the Minecraft mob vote and just modeled it and like rigged it. So they just have that one. And I just found the species of Vulture that looks closest to it. And that's how I ended up with the Griffin Vulture. But they also live in like the exact same habitat, or like where this one spawns in the Minecraft world is the same habitat where the Griffin Vulture lives. Just typically there's more greenery where it lives in real life than in the game. But I went with like the in-game mesa biome instead of the green. And right now what I just did was I dug out an area because I don't want my entire zoo to be flat because I think that's just really boring. So I'm trying to have like leveled out spaces where they're different height levels. So far though, there's only like literally one height level of variation and that's it. So that's definitely something I gotta work on. If I ever want to make that reptile house in the future, which I absolutely do plan on making, might have it a little bit further above the regular flat world terrain because it's annoying digging below it. But as you can see, I managed to do that. I just don't want to go too much further below than this. I actually don't think I will go any further below than this. It's just my I don't want to say aquarium builds, but like tank builds with like for the otter and penguin that will eventually be added. It's probably gonna be sometime down the road, very much after the reptile house, as I want to like build my zoo out in segments. And I think I've said this before, but my idea is that like, the desert section is the newest area, so it's gonna have like the newest up-to-date stuff, and I'd rather just do all the building style in one go because I have a bunch of chests just line up at the start of the zoo with like themes of areas. One of the themes is just entrance. My original plan was just to do all the entrance animals first, but I kind of just got like sidetracked by doing the desert section, so I'm gonna keep doing this until I'm done it. And then at the end of the desert section, I plan on doing the reptile house, which is probably gonna be a multi-part episodes just because there's so much I plan to do and a lot of animals that need to go inside of it. But yeah, I'm very happy Mojang added the copper grate. I know that was like a couple updates ago, but it's just so useful for aviaries. I used it for the aviary in my or like the butterfly conservatory in my last zoo build, and I'm using it here because it's just so good. It's not iron. It's not like iron bars where you can barely look through it, and it's not like glass where it's too clear. It's just like the perfect thing to make like mesh, and I originally used like the bright orange one for this, but I changed it up for the more weathered one just because it looks a little closer to steel. And then now I'm just building out the frame. It took me a while to figure this out. I had to do like a couple of trials in like a test world just because I could not stop thinking about the aviary. So I just did a couple things, and yeah, as you saw on the screen, I did lose a lot of, or not a lot of footage, but a bit of footage. That birchy thing you can see in the background is more like a kind of like a viewing dome into the aviary where you just go in and there's like a nice big glass window so you don't have to try looking through the grate. And then I really struggle with its airlock, so I just cut out most of it because it was just building the same thing over and over again, just tearing it down. And then I continue the desert wall that I did with the armadillo, and I believe I also did it with the Komodo dragon and jerboas enclosures. I think I built it. I don't know if I built it in that episode though. It might have been the armadillo episode where I built it. Still, now I'm working on the back section. I personally really like doing this where I think about how the back areas are put together, where certain things are stored. Like this one, I don't see it entirely being used for vultures. I do see it being used as like a more office space because I did put 2 offices in here. They still have the kitchen and they have the freezer just because the vultures need a lot of food. And that red outline you can see is a cage for if like a vulture gets sick or injured, they need to be like quarantined from the rest or need to be like isolated, then they're able to go in that cage. And for the roof, I'm just sticking with the same roof I've been doing like everywhere else for my staff buildings. Just trying to do my best to keep it in theme because my one problem with the city zoo that I made was that it felt like the themes were all over the place. As much as I love that zoo, it was a bit of a mess when it came to theming. So I'm trying to remedy that. I'm just putting in the floor now. I can't remember what oh yeah, no, here, I jump out to do the cage. This also went through a bunch of renditions. I don't know what it is with this copper grate block. I love working with it, But it's so hard to get to look good because it's just a block of mesh. When you get it to look good, it looks really good, but it can take a while to get that. So yeah, and then I also cut out a lot of footage for this, and I thought it would be a good idea just to add like a sky dome in the middle, just to make it more unique from the rest of the buildings. And yeah, I was just putting up you can see the 2 doors on the back. Those are the 2 office spaces. And the door right in front of us is the freezer where you just store a bunch of stuff. I know my camera is gonna jump about a bunch inside just because I wanted to show you guys all like how much I'm building. I don't think I needed to put the camera in all these rooms, but figured you guys would rather see it and see how much I struggle seemingly to put a single table down. And yeah, this is I cannot wait for the new cushions. They're actually gonna revolutionize how I make furniture. I think that's gonna go for a lot of people. Cause yeah, I don't have to like put the stairs down anymore. I can just like actually make a chair. And I'm doing what I do in all my other builds. I'm just making a dumpster, putting garbage bags. The leaf litter block is perfect for just making it look like someone spilt garbage everywhere, or that there's like mulch from like the area just kind of spilling onto the pavement. Yeah, now I'm starting to build up the Badlands area. I didn't go with the Badlands sand though, because I just feel like it's too red for the environment that I actually live in real life. I could be wrong on that. Someone might want to fact check me that where they live, the sand might be really, really red, and I just made a mistake. But I think it fits in theme with the rest of the desert area. And then I just had a stream running through it. And I just like putting streams through my animal habitats. I think it makes them look a lot more interesting. I know I did it a lot in City Zoo. I don't know. I didn't do it once here. This is the first stream, and I know there's going to be many to come. And I'm just building up the pillars now. I think the pillars turned out so good. Even though they are just pretty much just orange blocks with like a brown stripe. They look like miniature replicas of the actual thing. And I just run around adding like perches for the vultures so they can sit down, maybe lay eggs, because maybe it's like a conservation effort. I know vultures kind of globally, their population numbers are going down. So maybe it's a conservation site. I know a lot of zoos push for that. I think I hopefully have a few endangered species in my zoo just so it like spreads awareness. And then I just went around adding foliage, touching up the environment. And I think I move on to the restaurant after this. Yup. So this is the first restaurant of the park, I believe. Yeah. No, because I didn't do what I did in City Zoo where I built the gift shop into the entrance. I'm a bit rusty on what happened in my zoo as... even though I build in the world, it has been, I think, probably 7 months since I started it. It's probably more like 6 months, but yeah, I'm just doing my fencing thing now. I think it adds a lot to a build if you just like throw a bunch of fences on it. I don't know why. It just makes it look a lot more detailed and textured. It adds more flair to the wall than just leaving it bland. Other than for the roof, I just did the same thing I did in the Komodo and Jerboa house. Pretty boring roof, but I think it works. It's not supposed to be anything exciting. It's just like a restaurant on the side. I'm just doing a flower garden. I probably should be doing more flower gardens in my zoo, as they are pretty interesting. And I think a lot of real world zoos do this too. I know the Toronto Zoo has like a bunch of flower gardens. And they actually have this like whole cool area. I think they have like a whale skeleton just like in a flower bed. It's pretty cool. And now I'm just working on the interior. I added a bunch of tables and chairs because it's a restaurant. That's pretty much it for this. Oh yeah, and then I also added a window. Because I imagine the kitchen in the back, they'd be able to slide open the window, pass food to the counter above. Because I don't really think there should be a door right behind the counter. It makes more sense for me to have the door where you see it right now. So then the kitchen staff can just walk through that door, do all their stuff in the kitchen, and just get orders from the window. And pass the food through the window, and then the people, they'll just give out their food, call out the person will walk up, grab their food. I probably put a lot more thought in this than I should. It's just a window for opening and closing, but I think it's good to think about like the nitty gritty of everything. And then yeah, the rest of this episode is, or the rest of the time lapse is just gonna be me building the forest. I didn't record myself building all the trees because it took so long. It took so long to build all these custom trees. The aftermath is amazing. It looks great after, but it is very much tedious just putting up all the trees. But yeah, I think that's all I got to say. I'll see you guys all in the tour. Alright, so as you can see, the trees make this area look very different, more foresty. I think it looks amazing though. So starting off, I have the restaurant on the right. It's a nice quaint area, honestly. I could definitely see this being like a smaller restaurant here in the zoo. And just a kitchen with like the area to like deep fry stuff, the kitchen. Very city zoo kitchen, honestly. And just the backstage area with like a garbage and everything. Oh. Moving on. Door always closes in my face. Moving on, which I'll leave these open. I have this thing. I'm very sorry that this cut out in the time lapse, but I really like this. It allows you to get a good view of the vultures. You can see one flying right there. This is probably the best view you're gonna get of the entire exhibit. Then just a little area over here. Then there's the name plaque, and you can just like look into the exhibit. And that's it for like the guest view. In order to like access the back roads, I'd imagine they'd connect over here next to like the camel exhibit that's gonna go here probably in next episode. Yeah, just connect right up there. Do the same thing I did over there with the employee only sign. Then this is the backstage, with like the garbage of everything. This thing that is really annoying to design. I still don't think it looks too good, but it works for what it needs to be. And this is the backstage building with the kitchen, area to put the sick or injured birds, and then just an area to store the meat, cook it, or not cook it, but like chop it up. Then this table, I don't really know what this table would actually be used for, probably like meetings. And then just 2 offices, because I feel like the zoo probably needs these. Probably will have like a bigger office building somewhere, maybe like the office buildings like off-site. But yeah, that's all I did. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys go back and watch all the other ones I made, because they're definitely worth it. And if you already did that, well then I guess you can look forward to the camels. With that, I guess I'll see you all next time.